Greetings, humanity. I am Jim. I use he, him pronouns, and I appear to be returning to Frostpunk of my own free will. I'm not sure how that happened. There must be some explanation. Why would I do this voluntarily? I don't know. And I mean, I'm supposed to be in bed soon. As I'm streaming this, theoretically, right? I have to get up tomorrow and do things, apparently. But no, I decided to start a stream in which I play Frostpunk. What's wrong with me? Don't answer that. There's a very long list. In the meantime, though, yes, I have decided to take another stab at this. Take another stab. It's I haven't finished all the DLC. You see, I have to do that. The game called me back. I had to do it. It's been coming up a lot lately, so I thought, let's just do it. And also, I get to see if my how my brain is doing, by how I react to it. What, how close to the despair am I right now? We'll see. But that said, I actually, I've been meaning to get this. I have a ridiculous number of games to get through. Way too many for any one person. And yet, I'm going to try. So, let's do this. I'm sure everything will be fine. Frostpunk, this is an excruciatingly dystopian game, just so everyone is aware. Whatever you need to do to protect yourself, you do not have to watch this if you do not wish to. Absolutely fine. I get it. I understand. Just as a reminder, that we do have some content warnings. We have apocalyptic themes, illness, death by cold, starvation, colonialism, and child mortality does come up in this game. Also, we don't quite get to cannibalism. Not directly. But there are some things that are sort of start creeping close to Soylent Green. A little bit. I actually need to see Soylent Green all the way through. I haven't seen it all the way through. I imagine it's something to do with the soil. Perhaps not. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I'm thinking of the soil. But it's a gardening related thing that I'm talking about here. So let's see what we are doing at this point. I'm going to go ahead and activate this and see if I can figure out what in fact we are doing. So I have 2 scenarios left, as I recall. And once again, I'm going to be trying to remember how to play this game. So we've done A New Home, the main story. We've done the Arcs. We've done the Refugees. We just did the Fall of Winter Home last. And now we have The Last Autumn, which I believe is a prequel. And On the Edge is the last one. Colin Clark, 52, engineer, providing tech for the city. This game is tragic, by the way. Very tragic. But it is ultimately about trying to survive. And it's possible to survive. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how I react to it. We'll see if this is the last time I do this for a while, or if I keep going. I don't know. I am experimenting on my own brain. The Last Autumn is collapsing. Okay, the Empire is collapsing under the strain of climate catastrophe, yet no one is ready to admit it openly. Sure you want to do this right now? Maybe it's important that I do this right now. A secret project to build the generators is put into motion. Customize scenario. Oh, right, yes, I just leave everything at default when I do this. Survivor mode. Survive against all odds. There's no active pause. The game will be very difficult and your progress will be saved on exit only. No! I can't handle that. I'm very curious how this scenario is going to work. So let's find out. Let me see. Actually, should I be over there? I should be over there. I'll be over here for now. And then if I have to switch back, I'll switch back. Here we go. Here we go. People who have to eat poor quality food for too long will become discontented. This is true. Charcoal kilns can turn your surplus wood stockpile into coal.
Personal Journal of Euphemia McLaughlin, Assistant Engineer at Imperial Exploration Company. It's been 5 weeks since we have left the familiar walls of Birmingham behind. Weeks of uncertainty, of struggle, of hope.
Birmingham a walled city?
Finally,
I don't think it is. But it is here.
We have reached the shores.
I know.
We had 3 deaths so far. Or small price for progress, as IEC called it. I can only hope I am going to avoid their fate. They've claimed there was nothing to fear. That this whole journey of ours was just a precaution.
Yes.
But now, it feels like the weather is changing.
I'm sure it's fine.
The winter seems inevitable.
It's not fine. Precautions. Hello, Unstable Dance. Yes, it roped me back in. I could stand it no longer. Let's see. Okay, let me switch to over here. Grid Twitch. Looks a little chilly. You think? No, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Everything is fine. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Let's see. Okay, the last autumn. Here we go. We crossed the rough northern seas to reach Site 113, where we are to build the greatest marvel of technology, a generator. Your crew, lured by the promise of a steady job and eager to leave the work riots and bread queues behind, are somewhat taken aback at the sight of the desolate landscape surrounding the site. At the sight of the desolate landscape surrounding the site. They were told not to ask for details, and there's no turning back now. There's no consensus why this contract has such a high priority, considering the deteriorating situation of the Empire, but your superiors are clear. This is the most important job of your life, for Queen and country! Oh dear. Yes, noted, yes, no, everything's fine. Everything's just fine. There are no problems. It's just fine. Nothing's wrong. Nothing. No details. We don't ask for details. We've been told not to. All right. See. There's green in this game. How strange. Okay. We still have to house people. Basic facilities. Before you start building the generator, you have to set up the basic supply infrastructure. This means building the docks and gathering the resources piling up by them. You'll also need a raw food source, the fishing harbor, or a forager's camp set up by a food source somewhere in the plains. This is interesting. How dare you question the Empire? You want us to leave you to the wasteland? Most important seems to conflict with precaution and not important. I mean, we are, but we will supply you. I'm sure everything's fine. Everything's just fine. Okay. Okay, so supplies, docks, resources, raw food. Okay, I am excited to actually see what some of these things are. Unstable Dance does have a point. Most important, use conflict with precaution, and not important. Oh, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure everything's fine. Hey. It's an important job, but it's also a precaution, you know. Precautions are important, I'm sure. Oh, I think my company took a page out of that management book too. Let's sigh. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, this is gonna be great. Okay, so right off the bat, one day I'll remember how pausing things work. There we go, spacebar. Okay, yes, actually I will go ahead and save the game at the very beginning. Last autumn, here we go. The corner of the screen is flickering. I hope that doesn't mean anything sinister. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Looking at our bottom right, I see we have a population of 90 people, 75 workers, idle workers, and 15 idle engineers. Currently idle. Okay. Let me see. It's very interesting. It's a very different vibe here. The flickering screen must be a portent of things to come. No, it's fine. Everything's fine, I tell you. I don't know. So, instead of the what we had before, we have we still have discontent, but we now have motivation, which has replaced the other thing. Can I remember what the other thing was? I'm sure in time I will. Yeah, obedience. No, wait, no, that's only if you go down a particular track. Hope, that was it. Yes, hope. Motivation has replaced hope. Loyalty! Yes, that's it. Or faith if you go the other direction. Doom. No, I'm quite sure that we have enough doom. I don't think. We have just a little bit of doom, a little bit more doom as a treat. Let's see. So we have 90 people currently homeless. We should probably build houses for them, I'm guessing. People enjoy having houses. We have basic facilities here. My drinks are getting in the way of my seeing everything. We must research and build docks. These are our goals I'm looking at now. Research and build docks. Start gathering resources piled up by the docks. Build and activate the fishing harbor. Or set up a forager's camp. One of the two things. But what if I want to do both? You can't make me choose. But apparently you can. We have no coal currently, but we don't have a generator yet, so I assume we don't need it yet. We have 35 because it's not freezing right now yet. Although it is, yeah, it's 50 degrees. It's 50. That's positive 50 Fahrenheit. My God. Never thought I'd see that here. Look at that. My God. Look at all that warmth. How dare you have this much warmth? How dare you? Hang on. Here's my question. Given the future revelation, the generator has a critical flaw and will eventually explode. Can we build it correctly here? So remove the flaw and thus make the other DLC much, much easier. I don't know. Are we allowed to know the future? $50 Fahrenheit? Dear God, your workers are going to melt. I know. Who will protect them? Who? That's so warm. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, there they are. Yeah. Reuben Littlebury. No one's currently at risk of falling ill, I don't think. Raymond Adley. Did they up? Faces. The faces look different for some reason. I guess they had an upgrade. A little bit. Of some kind. Or they just changed how they were doing. No, these are all the same person, apparently. These last three people have been the same guy. They're clones. That's the issue. That's the problem. Here's a wood pile. There's a steel pile. There are steam cores here. There are 3 of them. Abundance. An abundance of steam cores. That'll take a while. Stockpiles. These are our stockpiles. So, there are a lot of different categories here. No issues. Andrew Fleming related to Ian Fleming? Not in this timeline. I doubt we're gonna get Ian Fleming in this timeline. Let me see. I think I'll hop over to the left-hand side for this. But, maybe in an alternate reality he was. Did you hear, by the way, they're working already on a remake of this game. Like Frostpunk 1880 something. They're right now they're looking at it maybe coming out in 2 years. No resource depots have been built yet. I don't know much about it yet. Makes me a little bit concerned as I haven't even started playing Frostpunk 2 yet. Structure. So we have coal, wood, and these are resources. Coal, wood, structural profiles. Okay. Steel composites. Steam exchangers. Steel. Raw food. Food rations. Steam cores. But that's the thing, is that I'm wondering if in the remake, since we're now breaking down how you build a steam core, if that's something that's going to be possible in the remake. Don't know. Frostpunk 2 changed a bit and didn't sit well with many players. The scope change is a bit jarring, as I understand. Yeah, I understand that they switched to oil for that one. I'm gonna play it, I just haven't gotten around to it. You gotta finish this one first. There's too much. There's too much to finish. Too much. How can someone do that? How? How? This is ocean. This is boat. Shipwreck. There's 1,000 steel in that shipwreck. Can't reach it at the moment. People will extract steel from it if we want. Good to know. I'm enjoying these mountains. This mountainous region. It's delightful. Wait, what's this? This is a huge coal pile! So we can begin gathering coal if we so desire. The shift on that is 800 hours to 1,800 hours, working hours. The solution is simple. Sell your $1 million ideas, clone yourself multiple times, and play all of the games in your backlog at once. Yes, clearly that's what's... Yeah, I'm waiting for the phone call. I have not received it yet. I'm probably doing something wrong in that arena. Like figuring out how motivation and ADHD work so that I can actually find the right formula to do the ideas and enough that people will want to purchase them. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Also, unfortunately, most of my ideas are the opposite of $1 million ideas. Because they don't play all that well with capitalism. But anyway. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that could be the solution, you know. I mean, the cloning thing is definitely something to think about. Okay. We have to research and build docks, which means that we're going to need a... Are these the resources piled up by the docks, or will those suddenly appear when we build them? It's a good question. It's a good... I'm sure we can find someone to sell your ideas to. It'd be nice. I'm afraid... I actually... Yeah, I don't... I don't know. I interned for a reality show once called Everyday Edisons, and that was a show where people... I never watched the show. I never saw the show. It's out there somewhere. But it was a show where people would they would come up with these ideas, for inventions, and people would help them, and the show would kind of try to help them along a little bit to figuring out how to patent and market those inventions. And whoever won would receive shelf space in their store that the show had set up. They had a storefront. It was an interesting thing. What am I doing here? Okay. Let's see. So I also have to build either a fishing harbor or a barger's camp. We'll do these things. I just need to see what I'm doing. There's a menu here. Okay, that's the same menu. So let's see. We have a little bit of resources. We have also administration, which I'm sure will be delightful. Find ways to keep your people healthy, fed, and motivated. And so, looking initially at our little... We have so many paths we can take here. That I will be excited to find out about. I mean, no tutorial has prodded me in any direction yet, but we'll see. Chapel. Where folks can practice their faith. People living nearby will gather to pray, raise their motivation. But you have to build a chapel out of 30 wood and 10 steel. This is a dag nabbit. Motivation idea number 1. Institute a gladiatorial pit for punishment and entertainment. I don't think we're quite there yet. But you never know. They have that. They have a fighting arena in the regular game. Bathhouse. Bathhouses would protect our people from sickness by promoting cleanliness and healthy habits. People living near a working bathhouse are less likely to fall ill. Motivation rises. You have to build a bathhouse. 40 wood, 20 steel. That seems cool. You can never start too early on these things. I know, that's true. You have to jump on it. Be the first. Then, let's see, public house, pub. Hard-working people will need to unwind after work in good company with a stiff drink in hand. And, that's, building the public house. There can be only one in the city. Which will raise motivation. They'll be less discontented. This could be nice. Let's see. We have a choice between gruel and hearty meals. You can gruel instead of full meals to feed more people with the same amount of raw food. Motivation falls, discontent rises. Eating gruel will cause discomfort. Or hearty meals, which we could serve tastier and more nutritious food to motivate our people. Of course, it would require more raw food to prepare. And it's a button you can press to institute hearty meals. They'll be better motivated to work. What? Positive reinforcement? How dare. And then there's radical treatment and sustained life. These are our old friends of ours, these laws from the main game. Radical treatment, of course, will leave people as amputees. 30% of the gravely ill. Sustained life. Gravely ill folks are kept alive, but untreated in medical posts. And they'll take up beds there. Motivation will rise slightly if we do that. And then we can eventually get care houses out of that if we want. Well, out of either one, really. Overcrowding is also another thing. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen yet. But, like, one of these two laws might be helpful. Don't know yet. I'm sure there won't be resource challenges at all later. Yeah, no, it'll be fine. Everything's fine. I honestly do not know what to, it's like, this is one of the things you kind of should get, get a jump on signing these laws because of the time factor, but, oh, on-site burials, wait, I missed that. We will consign the bodies of our dead to the stony soil of this faraway land. It would be too expensive to bring them back to England. So I would build a cemetery. No risk of disease from unburied bodies. Each burial will decrease motivation. You'll have to establish a ceremony. Motivation will fall slightly. We do one of these. But it's only 10 wood. Or repatriation of bodies. We will lay our dead to rest in English soil. Their bodies will be kept in the morgue until they can be transported. Oh my god. We'd have to build a morgue. No risk of disease from unburied bodies. Seeing a trend there. Preparing bodies for transport costs wood, and you have to build a morgue. Okay, so the difference is you don't get the fall in motivation if you send them back, but it costs wood. I have no idea because I need to see the shape of what the resource situation is before I can sign any of these. Tempted though I am to try to go one route or another, I'm not sure. The difference in wood costs? Yeah, well, this we just build a cemetery once, and it costs 10 wood. Here, we have to build a morgue, which also costs 10 wood, and then it costs a little bit of wood every time they transport someone, when they prepare a body for transport. Because I presume they have to build the pine box. Not sure. Not sure. But it seems like repatriation will cost a little bit more wood in the long run. So, might be a thing. Find ways to keep your people healthy, fed, and motivated. I mean, look, there are so many trees. I'm sure it'll be fine. It was not fine. Let's see. But now that we've looked at that, let me check this. What do we have here? So we can make tents. This also costs wood. Health, we can make medical posts. For food, we can make cookhouses. For resources, we can make a resource depot, which extends our storage capacity, and gathering posts, which can help us more efficiently gather from nearby locations. And for tech, we can build a workshop, which is what we need to do research, and we should put our engineers there. We need wood and steel for that. If we do that, now we have some wood and steel to start out with, so we could conceivably build this right off the bat and get them started on research immediately. That feels like a good idea. Tempted I am also to build gathering posts. Having food might be helpful. We only have raw food right now, so we'll need one of these. I mean, we need all of these buildings. This is... We have a couple of wood piles here. A steel pile here. Steam cores here. That's their stockpile. Steel, wood. Okay. So we're gonna need, like... We need a few gathering posts. There are a lot of things to decide. And it's like, the only reason I'm looking back here is because, like, timing. I feel like I could make one of these decisions immediately if I wanted to. The radical treatment thing, I think, depends on whether or not we end up finally building a factory that can then produce prosthetics. As that will be an answer to the amputee problem. Whereas... But the gravely ill do get treated. That's the difference. Whereas here, the gravely ill don't get treated, but it's good for motivation. Instead, they're going to end up in the care house. I'm sorry, wait, what? Become soup? Wait, what? How does that make sense? No, they don't become soup. Well, I think they do eventually. Eventually, we could put them in the care house, and then they might get treated there. I don't feel like this is going to be a radical treatment sort of place. I don't see us getting to the point where we have... I mean, we've got to build a freaking steam core. We've got to build a... We got to build the engine. For goodness sake. We didn't even have the engine, so I mean... I feel like this is going to be more of a sustained life situation. It's like it's either that... I mean, yeah, radical treatment, the difference is... We try to treat them, and then 30% of them end up as amputees. That's the difference. I think eventually... And this is just me trying to remember. But I think eventually... There's, when we start doing more with steam cores, maybe we might get the infirmary. And I think in the infirmary you can treat the gravely ill. I think. I can't remember. I cannot recall these things. I last played this game months ago. Well, we got a slight boost to our motivation. It is temporary. But current effect on efficiency is 0 because we haven't actually done anything yet. Let's go ahead now. Still can't get over this 50 degrees. Let's go ahead now and actually start building crap. I'm going to start with the tech. I'm going to start with a workshop, which we badly need. Too close to the generator. Oh. Not adjacent to a street. There are no streets yet. You know, put this right next to where the docks are going to be. That'll be perfect. I see. He said, even though he didn't. We don't want to destroy resources. I guess I'll put it like right here. And then build a road to get there. And now we have 14 wood left. And so I don't think we actually have enough to build. And yeah, now we need more wood and steel in order to build these things. Okay, so that being the case, I'm going to go ahead and assign workers to pick this crap up. Let me go ahead and just max that out. People on that wood pile. Assign some people together there at the steel pile. And start on the steam cores. And then eventually, perhaps, we'll have enough. We have 30 folks currently not employed. 30 workers. I could go ahead and max them out for these two other things. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do that to start with. And then once we actually have the amounts of things we need, I can build a gathering post. We now have 14 lumber. We could build one tent. That's it. That's all we could build right now is one tent. We need 9 tents, I think. I believe that they, if I recall correctly, yeah, 10 people. It'd be nice to get them places to sleep. We can't have that yet. We will figure it out. Okay. Decision made. I'm interested in finding out what these demarcations mean also, but let's keep going. To work! To work, all of you! I suppose that's better than letting them die. Why take up all the beds with these goners? We don't have any goners yet!
Rise and shine. We've got work to do.
Okay. Ah, work time. Okay. Morning begins. They have built this road out to this... where we are working on this. I guess it's all engineers over here building their workshop. Look at the detail! Ah, trust me, they're gone. Hi, Sphinx. Ah, yes. I couldn't keep away. I had to do it. Look at them working and building. You can hear them, in fact. Hammering away. Ah, okay. Wait. First issue. What's happening? First steps. Sir, our employer, the Imperial Exploration Company, has prepared the site for us. Besides digging in the enormous shaft for the underground part of the generator, they left some construction materials behind to get us started. We should set up camp and clear the areas around the shaft to make space for the construction facilities. I see. Construction site. Ah! Sphinx is asking, this place looks very green. What's wrong with it? Ah, you see, this is... I am playing the penultimate scenario on this game, the next to the last DLC, the last autumn. This is a prequel, and so this is before the frost hits. So we're trying out building a generator for the first time out in this remote site. It's 50 degrees. It's 50 degrees Fahrenheit here. I still can't get over that. Look at it all. It's so red. I can't believe it. That's much temperature. Comfortable, livable, chilly, cold, very cold, freezing. We still have these meters. I wonder what will happen. It's good to have these early proclamations about them being dead. About them being gone in these matters. The earlier the better. And what's earlier than before it happens? I say we're just being efficient. That's right. Exactly. Yes. Construction site. Let me find out about this. The area around the generator shaft is the construction site. With few exceptions, only buildings from the generator tab can be placed there. Okay. There's a generator tab? No, not yet. So the city itself is going to be like around. We need to we need to get a sawmill going. We can clear away some of these trees. Get that lumber together. Where are we with our lumber? 27 wood now. Let me see if I can wait. Ah, the technology tree is open. They're here. Let me go ahead and put some engineers in here. And now we have to wait, research first. So here's what we have. We have, this is it. This is all we can do right now. Or we could do drawing boards. So we have profiles manufacture. Allows us to build a profiles manufacture and produce structural profiles required to build the generator. That's 10 lumber to do the research. That'll take 7 hours at 100% research rate. And this is guess that this will be our first generator building. A plant where universal structural profiles can be produced. Interesting. Okay. We could start that. Drawing boards is the other thing that'll take 50 wood to open up our first tier of things. Our tier 1 tech. So yeah, we'll do profiles manufacture first. May as well. I don't think this is any site we've seen before. There's not room enough for the cities we see later. Yeah, I don't think it is either. Mind you, I think the last city I did was in a narrower area, but this is where the first generator is getting built anyway. Generator construction. Wait a minute. Food and health. My God. Foragers' quarters. Allows us to build foragers' quarters and form a team of foragers. Well, okay, that's probably not a terrible idea. Resources. Oh my goodness. They're gonna make us choose. How dare they? Sawmill is right there. Docks are right here. I did not even think about these tabs. Like, we're gonna need food. That's pretty clear. But over here, resources. The docks, that's like an objective for us. Build docks, unload resources from ships. Well, if they're bringing stuff, I mean, that'll help too. Master gathering would be great. Coal, steel, and wood. Once again, I am met with all of these different things I want to do, and I can only do so many at a time. Turns frozen trees into usable material, producing up to 80 wood per standard workday. All right. Let's go ahead and do what they're telling us. We'll go ahead and research the docks, because I believe that's yeah, Yeah, that's our first objective. So we'll go ahead and set that up. Start research. That will be 10 trees. And in the meantime, so that's begun. In the meantime, I could build one gathering post that might make other crap go faster. We're ultimately going to need 90 wood to throw some tents down. I don't know if we're going to have it in time. What's our rate of gathering? We were gathering 4 per hour. 4 per hour. Yeah, let me see what we can do here. If we get a gathering post, we could do... We can actually put it right there. That's great. 'Cause that'll be very helpful. This one will probably be more helpful for our purposes because more wood and steel. Yeah. Ultimately, it would be great to get 2 gathering posts down, but if we can get this one, then we're going to have these wood piles and this steel pile, and we can free up the workers there. And then that way, we can just do that. And we'll gather faster. More and faster. See them working away. However, also, we do have certain priorities. There we go. Now that I look over here, food probably a good idea. That's gonna show up, and health. I need, the basics here. 20, 25. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build the kitchen first. Once we have 20 wood, that's probably the next thing we need. And then the medical post. We don't want them to starve. We only have raw food. We need cooked food. We need rations. That's going to be important. This game always is about deciding which thing you want to do. There is a lack of shelter right now that's causing some discontent. I know, we're trying to get there. We're trying to get there. You can't please everyone. All these people are working. We have 10 people idle currently. They're all engineers. But I don't have anything for them to do right now aside from build things. So again, it's the engineers building this gathering post. We now have... Okay, we have 20 wood now, and 28 steel. We have got to build these. It is, what is it? It's just after noon. We have got to build these things. They're going to need food a lot sooner than they'll need, like, everything else. So, I think I'm going to have this... to do this first. And I'm going to put it right here because this is... Yeah. This is where it goes, I suppose. There. Once this is built, then I'll also free up some folks to work over here. Look at them. Look at them all. Wonder what that is. Don't know. I love the detail here. We are enjoying the detail. What's our capacity here? 900, 900, 100, 100, 100. 300, 300. Yeah, we're gonna... Ah! Okay, this is ready. We can only put workers in here. We have to put 10 of them. It's not currently operative. For expediency's sake, I think I'm gonna take them from here. Add them there. And, then they will be, you know, people gathering directly and also at a gathering post will hopefully speed things up a bit. Let me look at our pie charts. By Jove, we have these as well. Okay, so there's a coal pile. There's we could be gathering coal right now. We should be gathering coal. There's like 2,000 coal over here. And then also another 2,000 coal over here. There's a lot of coal. We should really be considering that. Especially while it's warm. We should think about putting people over there to gather coal. But anyway, right now, no coal gathering has been happening yet. Something to think about. We're gathering of wood. Yeah, I'd say that increases our speed here. By Jove, who invited him? He might be the reason we're in this situation. I mean, I don't know. I feel as though someone clearly did. Someone clearly is holding on to the old ways. For steel, there's that shipwreck we haven't gotten to yet. There are these steel piles that we are getting some from. Not a lot of steel yet. There's no food processing currently ongoing in the city. There are no functioning medical facilities. There's no housing in the city. We will take care of these things. Temperature, status, inhabitants, building. There's a lot. There's a lot to do. We may need more people. Build! Build, damn you! It'll be quitting time soon. Let me see, we're up to 29 lumber. This is where we start playing our game of chicken with our resources and figure out what can we do fastest. If we can somehow make it to 90 by the end of the day, that would be ideal, and people would have a place to, you know, spend the night. But we'll see. That's actually most of what's left there now. So this is good. We've got to have places for people to live or shelter currently. You know, it might help before we get at these other things. We'll see. We'll see how things go. We're getting mighty, mighty close to end of shift. might not be possible to do the things we need to do. Less than an hour before we're done with this. Okay, the docks have been researched. Build the docks to unload resources from ships. Be nice to have those resources, wouldn't it? We have 50 wood at this point. I mean, faster gathering would be great. Sawmill would be fabulous. Profiles manufacturer. I mean, it's a thing we need to get to, but we're in, you know. Forager's quarters will be helpful soon. It's a good question. What are our working hours here? 1800. We have less than an hour. I feel as though it's not going to help if I set them on this task right now. We don't have much time left in the workday. Now we have basic docks. Ships bring basic materials from local sources uploaded. Ships bringing basic materials from local sources are uploaded here. Which means, if we have them, that we're going to get more resources, which is helpful. I don't know. I have to balance that against, you know, tents. I could build 5 tents right now. That does mean some folks will not have shelter. Though, because, I mean, yeah, we're not going to get to 90 before the end of the workday. At the same time, though, you know, if we build the docks, then we might, well, if we build the docks, we have to build a road out to the docks. If we build the docks, then more resources might actually come in. But I don't know if they're going to come in overnight. That, I guess, is the question. Let's see. I feel like I have even less space for save file names than I did before. I think we could do it and then immediately begin building. Yeah, I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. It might. If they bring like 100... If they bring like 100 wood in, that might make a difference. But if the resources there... You know, this is when they bring basic resources. Ships bringing basic materials from local sources. What does it mean? What could it mean? Who knows? I think the way I'm going to approach this like, we could get some of the discontent down if we build these tents now. I think the way that I'm going to approach this, I'm trying to approach this with ridiculous amounts of empathy. Let's see. because later when I have to make the terrible decisions, it'll be all that much more difficult. So like I think maybe if I build some tents, that'll at least reduce some discontent, not all of it. But we don't have a lot of it yet. We have discontent to spare. And yeah, that's just the thing. It's like what it's just the not knowing what the docks will bring. That's really the question. Oh, that's very interesting. You could build like 3 of them. Oh. Wait a minute. So like we have this ship that we can't reach yet. The shipwreck. So if we build a dock here, does that mean we can reach the shipwreck? What about over here? Here. What does it mean? I have no idea what it means. But I have a feeling if it operates like the how far out can I zoom? Not very far. Okay. So there's no greater map necessarily that we're doing this with. At least that we're operating with as far as I can tell. But like if we put this here, then if this operates like the remote, oh god, I forget what they're called, but the remote, the connections to remote posts where you can get resources from locations on the Frostpunk map. Then you're only gonna get a certain amount per day. Putting that in now will make that process faster. So that could work. And though we will have rising discontent at people being left out all night, but at the same time, it's 50 degrees. They'll be all right. Famous last words. What about this unbridled compassion you were talking about? My view of compassion is evolving slowly already. I'm a terrible person. Already I'm a terrible person. So yeah, actually, if I build it now, that does mean that the resources start coming in faster, whatever those resources are. But, funny how definitions change. I'm very political of you, Jim. Yes. I know. What's wrong with me? What is wrong? Again, please don't answer that. There are too many possible answers. Hey, let's do it. I'm just gonna do that, and, they can, yeah, everyone can just sleep under the stars tonight. It's fine. We're gonna start some new research, too, just to nail this point home. Faster gathering. We really need this sawmill also, but faster gathering. I really want to make a start on... I really want to make a start on the area around so I can put, you know, tents out there. I'm going to do faster gathering. Research for faster gathering. Oh, one moment. Let me, I gotta take care of a thing over here. There. There we go. Cool. All right. Back to this. Okay. Decisions have been made. There, I could build one tent. I'm sure that'll be fine. No favoritism here. I could build 2 tents. Okay. We've got some free engineers. Go work there if you wouldn't mind. That will help. And so we can, you know, make a little bit of food before quitting time. Not very much. But they're not gonna... Yeah, we're not gonna have any food today because they're building this! Hoisted by my own petard on that.
Get some rest, people.
Yes, rest. I'm sure everything will be fine. Aside from the people who are going to be building this thing. Welp. Let me see. I don't know if this is trouble or not. Idle hands! The devil's playground! As the first workday ends, people start gathering in small groups to chat or play cards. A couple of workers are throwing rocks down the huge central shaft. Deep in it! And to think we have to work down there. Out of boredom, or maybe to exorcise their fears, more workers join in. Soon, rocks start raining down the hole. This might be dangerous, but the camp offers very little other entertainment. Yeah. Yeah, toss them in, it's just fine. Oh, toss the workers in? Let them be, or stop them. Discontent will rise slightly if we stop them. Yeah, but we can't risk the project being dead. Why are we here? I want to be compassionate here and let them be. But we need to stop them because we need the engine to work. Damn it. Oh, God. Yeah, well, we should have just, yeah, should have just built a pub. Yeah, pick your battles, as they say. I know. Discontent's going up. Unpopular decision. Big picture time. Crucify them as an example to the others. Yes. Clearly, that's the path. Seagulls. You have seagulls. Are they just not going to go there during... Oh. Interesting. I think this is the first time I've seen them assign working hours to the building of a thing. Those shadows are moving fast. Interesting. So, they're not even going to go. That's interesting. Get something to eat. Ow. It's just the ants marching in. Don't worry about it. Yes, I'm sure everything's fine. We won't. The tree people will be very magnanimous in their allowance of various things. Oh no, they're building. Okay. In the dock. I'm sure it's fine. I wonder about building tents. Should I go ahead and build some tents? I can only build a couple of them. But that will give us a tiny bit of shelter. Build the medical post. The trouble is, if we want to keep resources available, I could build them out here near the coast. That might be the best option. It would not protect them from sea monsters, but I'm sure we're fine. Good question, eh? I feel like I could build a couple of tents and it would be fine. Because, you know, we may as well. And the question is, though, do we have enough to build a street? Only to that tent. We're out of wood. Here, let me cancel this then. Because there's no point if you can't actually get there. We built one tent. It's fine. Or we will build a tent. We'll see how the rest of this goes. This dock had better be worth it. Okay. Dock has been built. Docks. Unload ships bringing in coal, wood, and steel from local sources. You have to choose which resource they will handle. Oh. Well, I mean, we need more wood right now. That's the greatest priority, so I guess we'll do that. Unloaded resources pile up around the docks. You can gather them in 3 ways. By assigning people directly to the piles, the least efficient method. By building gathering posts nearby and assigning people to them. That's kind of like by building reloading stations on each pile, the most efficient method. Interesting. I do not know about reloading stations. Perhaps we'll find out about those, or be able to research those as time goes by. But it's kind of like the, God, what are they called? The things you build to push water down and make coal come up from the ground. Those things. I've forgotten what they're called. I'll remember eventually. Let's see. Thumpers? Yes, I think that's right. Coal thumpers. Yes, thank you. Yeah, you're guessing here, but no, I think that is what they're called. I think those are called coal thumpers. That sounds right. So we gotta assign some people to this. We don't have any workers available currently to assign, so I'm gonna pull some from this steel pile because we don't need steel as urgently right now. We still need steel, but not as much. I'm going to choose wood. I guess will the wood pile up on the docks, or will they pile up near the docks? Around the docks. Okay. That's interesting. That's very cool. So let's see. Is there anything else I want to make happen? Oh yes, I need to pull people from other work. There's only one steam core left to gather. We've got 2 of them. Boy, a quarter of a steam core per hour is being gathered. I'll pull some folks from this one. And put them here. They can go there in the morning instead. And then we'll be having wood piles appear. So that will help, I hope. We'll see. Let me see. Oh yeah, I need to take some screenshots. This is not terrible. Let me see if I remember how to make this happen. Photo mode. Why is this important, you may ask? Because I will need thumbnails. Would be interesting if we find out it was us that caused the big freeze because we effed something up here. I know, right? I strongly suspect that's what's going on here. But I have suspected that for a while. Okay. I'm going to leave that as is for now. New law time. Let's see what new horrors we've opened up. Let's see. So down here, care house. The gravely ill and amputees will be cared for at low cost in special homes. After introducing this law, another one going to be another 18 hours. Gravely ill are kept alive in care houses and no longer burden medical posts. Residents of care houses eat half as much. Motivation will rise slightly. And so that motivation will rise again if I make the law, but I will have to build a care house, which is 25 wood, 5 steel. And prosthetic shipments or medical repatriation. Ah, that sounds terrifying. We should have gone straight to we should have gone straight to the other choice. Or we could go with this next path, which is overcrowding. So medical facilities should be fully utilized, even if we have to put patients on the floor. Capacity of medical facilities is doubled, but discontent rises slightly. Using the extra capacity causes discontent. Or extra rations for the ill is a possibility, which speeds up recovery if we do that. That's an option. Once again, we could figure out which one of these things we want to do. You know, we'd have to build a morgue, but if we want repatriation of bodies, but it's an interesting option. Even though it will cost wood, we now have a dock bringing wood in, so provided we don't have people dropping at a rate faster than it takes for the dock to bring in resources, I think we'll be fine. And ceremonial funerals might open up. The chapel will put us going in one direction, I see, and the bathhouse possibly a different direction? I'm sure it's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be just fine. Yeah, this is, yeah, we can't do this yet, but motivation will rise, I think, when we have that ability. Building a chapel, of course, will also help. We need people to have houses before they have this. You worry about the silliest of things. I know, right? Humanity, what the heck? Having a pub, that would give them more entertainment that they're craving. But of course, we'd have to have people working there. You have to figure out the gruel to hearty meal conversion rate. Conversion rate? I think what we're going to do... is we're going to do repatriation because I'm curious about it. And that's really the only reason. I'm just going to set, and it's also the cheapest. Currently. I mean, on-site burials is cheaper, but not in terms of motivation or, you know, so that'll help. Okay. I'm going to sign the law, and they'll give us hopefully 3 days to build a morgue, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
Rules and regulations have changed.
Rules and regulations. A morgue will be able to preserve bodies before sending them back to London. There we are. I'm sure it's fine. We now have the ability to build a morgue. Hey, we've got 10 wood. We can build it right now. I'm not going to do that yet. But, yeah, for what it's worth, I support this. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Looking at our goals again, we have, now we have morgue. Build a morgue. 1 morgue. I have 2 days. I have 2 days to build the morgue. Until the morgue is built, no one is allowed to die. Yes. Motivational poster. That's what it says on the motivational poster. That's great. To increase morale. Need to get everyone's motivation up. 2 desirable laws. Current effect on efficiency is 0%. Because maybe we have to get up above there to get that. Or it has to be during working hours. Don't know. Anyway, let's watch them build a tent. Build! I'm glad to hear that even the dead won't be left forever in this hellhole. At least after death, we're guaranteed to return home. God. It's fine. Everything's fine. We have a functional tent. I think discontent went down just a wee bit. We now have 10 people. One of whom is staying home. Israel Hatch. What's your deal? Anyone who dies before the morgue is built will be executed. That's right. That's motivation for you. Okay. We've got that going on. Ooh, missed. Hey, now we have only 80 homeless people. But I already hired the necromancer. You know, yeah, you don't get your deposit back when you hire a necromancer. I have found it's very serious. Are they resting now? Oh joy. Well, I guess we need to build that. Medical post. 3 of the homeless people fell ill, it says. That's not good. How much do we need to build I think we need 15 more wood to build a medical post. Okay, I guess we'll get to that next. Oh no. Oh no! People got a cold. You're gonna have to eat that loss, sorry. No! So, a few of people got a cold from sleeping on the ground. We should provide them with some kind of accommodations, if only because this might impact our efficiency in the long run. I won't address this right now. Discontent will rise. I'll provide some shelter. You have 2 days to provide shelter for people. I'll provide shelter for everyone! You have 2 days to provide shelter for people. My plan is to provide shelter for everyone. I think we can get enough, lumber within 2 days. I think, to make that happen. Hopefully. Yes, sure. I will foolishly promise that within 2 days, everyone will have a home. I'm sure nothing will go wrong with that. See, now we have a new goal, 2 days, to provide shelter for everyone. And also build a morgue. Just in case. Once again, still have that goal within the same time frame to build a morgue. You know. But we achieved our first goal here, research and build the docks. Now we have to start gathering resources piled up by the docks, which now I understand. They're going to be piled by the docks. And then build and activate the fishing harbor, or set up a forager's camp. Okay. One or the other. We might go ahead and do both if they let us. But we'll see. What am I doing? It's a sign of a good administrator to have a backup plan. Yes. I think so. Okay. So yes, we do need to. We have 3 people who are sick. We're going to need to build it. And need to build a medical post as soon as we can. In a few hours, maybe we'll have the resources. But we'll have to figure the rest of this out. How much lumber are we bringing in per day? 128 per day, it says. So that theoretically should be enough for everything. I want to put the medical post right here next to this, next to the workshop. What a lovely day.
Come on, get moving.
Joe! Let me find out what this is. Telegraph station. What? Now that we have built the basic resource infrastructure, we can set about bringing more people and steam cores from England. To do this, we have to build the telegraph station. I see. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. There. Oh, yeah, our goals just changed again. Let's see. We now have a new goal under basic facilities. Build the telegraph station and request more people or supplies. And that's, oh, it's like the balloon. It's like the observation balloon. 20 wood, 25 steel. Okay. I am sure everything will be fine. Again, we have, well, it says 7 days to do all of these things. 7 days, 6 hours. I should probably get on that. The, well, like, Forager's Quarters, which I don't know if that counts as Forager's Camp. The fishing harbor is down here. Forager's Carts. Sawmill. Reloading station. Faster reloading. Oh, the reloading station for the docks, right. Resource depot upgrade, sawmill upgrade. There's a lot going on here. But I mean, getting a forager's quarters in soon would probably help. Profiles manufactured. There's so much we need to do. Too much, really. But, Right now, we're just within these 7 days. We're worried about gathering these whatever resources start getting piled up here, and building a foragers camp, building a telegraph station. Okay. All right. I feel like building a telegraph station as soon as we can is probably going to be a priority. There's so much we need to build. Too much! It's ridiculous the amount of stuff we need to build right now. Even just build another dock, bring in more wood. We'll see. We'll see. Ah! This has started. That's good. Finally. Finally! We're bringing them food. They can make 40 an hour. That's 4 food rations from 2 raw food per hour. Okay. Good. Good, good. We'll see what we're doing. Currently we have 5 people idle, which, and they're engineers, but, you know, just to build things, I need to start suddenly building something, which I'm gonna need to. But I do need to leave them free for now, because I'm gonna need to build a medical facility. Okay, I gotta just queue all of this. I've got to build a medical post because people are sick. So I've got to wait till we have another 15 wood for that. But then I also have to build shelter for everybody. That's a major priority. Then we also have to get working on this other stuff. Too much to work on! Hope, greetings! I couldn't stay away. I had to keep going. There was DLC to play. We're in a prequel. It's autumn. Wait, there's a boat coming in. Wait. Wait, wait. There we go. Shelter and healthcare? What unattainable dream is this? I know, right? This is science fiction. And look, greenery. This doesn't happen in real life. You don't have time to watch the boat. There's things to build. I know. I have paused time so that I can take just a few pictures. This once again because I need thumbnail material. And also because this is pretty. You need to run a Frostpunk game in the future. I am thinking about it. At some point, it would be neat to do something like that. We've talked about this a little bit before. There is stuff. I do have a few other gaming projects I do want to do, though. Alas, there's too much. There's too much. But maybe. Actually, we may need to chat sometime soon. There's some things I kind of trying to kick around in my head that might be of interest. Might be of interest. But let me see. I didn't know we did Grimdark here. Oh, didn't you? The most depressing Good Society game ever. For the Frostpunk, a Frostpunk Good Society game. Oh God. That would be hilarious. And also terrible. You have to get people with excruciatingly dark senses of humor. I do know several of those. That's a great idea, actually. Yeah, I know you're the Trooper and Linda. Yeah, that's exactly who I was thinking about. Just be doing all of this in the face of, be trying to deal with relationships in the face of a retro-apocalypse. It's an idea. It's an idea. There's several such people in chat right now. It's a thing to think about. It's definitely a thing to think about. My God. Okay, that's enough pictures for now. That is interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, what are we doing? Oh yeah, right. I gotta build some stuff. No, priority once again is gonna be the medical post. I'm gonna build that first. And we'll see how things go. Let's see. Okay, we've got the resources for that. That's gonna go here. I don't know if I've got enough to build a road, to build the road out, but maybe I do. Yes, good. Okay. So now we're working on streets. Good. Is that lumber piling up? Is there lumber? Is that lumber? It looks like lumber. There will be Grimdark next Sunday night on Praxis channel. Oh, cool. Cool, cool. All right. So now I gotta figure out how I want to funnel this, right? So, because we gotta do these. We have to do these faster. So the shelters are gonna come first, I think, and the morgue. The shelters and the morgue. But we need to figure out how to start gathering the resources here. We're going to need to do it anyway. There we go. We can start gathering from the wood pile soon. But we'll see. We'll see. Initial build feels so intimidating. Steam core is depleted. Ah, okay, good, excellent. We gathered all the steam cores over here, and that has freed up some workers. Initial build feels so. You're talking about for the Grimdark thing, or here, because both I think could be true. So that's these steam cores, which is good. Here, oh yes, yes, it does feel that way, doesn't it? Initially, because I can't do this any other way, I'm going to go ahead and just assign people to this. And that'll fulfill one of the goals, I guess. They're going to start gathering lumber. But I will take them off once I have enough that I can actually do you know, better, faster. I mean, we'll have faster gathering today once they finish researching it. About 4 hours. So it'll be at about 1,400 hours. And then we'll see how everything goes. We'll rebalance everything at that point. Start figuring it out. But then I think we're going to immediately need to go to researching the... We're immediately going to need to go after that, I think, to researching the sawmill. So that we can just grab trees. And that'll be another 10 wood. But once we have those, that'll do a couple of things. That'll free up space here and here. And then also, we will have lumber. Like, that's one of the things I just find daunting is where it is best to build what? Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. I'm just, at this point, I'm just sort of making decisions by flying by the seat of my pants on this one. I have absolutely no idea. I'm just like, wait, that's here. There's a space there. Which is not the most efficient way to do this, but yeah, we'll do what we can. I need to set up a, I'd like ultimately to put a, when I can free up the lumber, I can build a gathering post there, which will be more efficient than what we have currently. But if I can do that, then that'll be a little faster. And then eventually I can research the thing that I can just put on the dock and just directly get the lumber. I'm going to go ahead and save here because just trying to figure stuff out here. I mean, not even to say, I mean, we haven't even started gathering coal, but we don't need it yet. Maybe. Yeah, we'll do better on the restart. Yes, yeah. I have to go in, just sort of crash into the scenario to figure out how everything works. We're gonna need food soon, also. Is this we're down to close to half of what we brought in raw food, so we'll probably need to build a hunter's hut soon. Which means we gotta research that. Because otherwise, there's pretty sure no, we can't have yeah, can't have the boats bring us food, can we? $16 an hour. 0.3 an hour. Oh, with the current efficiency. Let's see. We'll get there. Okay, this medical post has been built. We now have a place to put those engineers. So we have patients coming in, which is good. I hope that, I guess this other one needs to also go to treatment. Most of our workers are going to go eat. Faster gathering has been researched. Yay! Okay, good. That'll help for now. Food? We gotta provide food now? Can't they just eat the pine cones? I know, right? We have only 20 raw food left. We have food rations, it says, for about 3 days. Let me see what our situation is here on our trusty charts. Yeah, we have a storage of they'll burn through this. Regular meals, nothing special, but they're filling. Okay. $399 per day. We're gonna run out of that. That's gonna change fast. So now, currently operating at 33% efficiency, we're waiting for the other doctors, the engineers, to get there. We have 2 people in treatment. No deaths yesterday. We have 1 home that's currently comfortable. We need more of those. Yeah, there's a lot we need to extract here. But wood gain is up to 181 per day, which, you know, might help. No coal currently being gathered. I feel like we're going to need coal eventually. But, let's see. More research. Okay. So, now the monumental choice. I've been saying I'm going straight to the sawmill. However, we're probably gonna need more food soon. So, I have to decide if I want to do the foragers' quarters first. Because it's going to take a day, 7 hours, right, to research it. So we won't get it until tomorrow, maybe. It'll be 10 wood to build it. And then they'll slowly be bringing more raw food in. That might be the smart play. The sawmill... I guess we don't need the space just yet. We do need the wood. But, yeah, starting on this too is going to be really helpful. We did just... I mean, I've got them bringing more wood in. I think we'll have enough today to accomplish the one thing... At least one thing we need to do. I think I'm going to make the food... I think I'm going to go ahead and help provide for them to have food if they must. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. All right. Humans needing food. How dare they? Now, I currently have everybody working. So building during the day is going to be rough. Oh, we get to see here that we've hit another goal. Start gathering resources piled up by the docks. That's begun, at least. We've got that going for us. Now we need to build a fishing hour or set up a foragers camp, which I guess we're going to do shortly. And then the telegraph station is going to be important too. It's too much. There's too much to do. There's so many things. Can't humans just run on labor and prayers? You would think. That seems to be a thing that characterizes humans. We've only got a little bit of time left in the workday, but once we have in another couple of hours, we could have a chapel. I could build a chapel, except I don't know where everyone lives yet, so it's really not going to help. We'll see. I mean, so the prayer side of the equation might be there. Only 2 people are who is the other sick person? Who are you, Thomas? What are you doing? You are alone in this world. You have no home. You're working at the gathering post right now. It'll be fine. It's just a cough. Thomas Hackman, who's going to work apparently. For maybe an hour. Ah, I see. Could not resume production. Requires raw food. Yeah, working on it. We have 106 wood. I think I should go ahead and start placing the tents. Housing. Because we now can make enough for everyone. Let's see, I could put one there. Don't want to destroy resources, though, so, I mean, we could do... We could just build, a delightful seaside community all over here. No, I don't want to put the tent there because that might be where we want to put the sawmill. I've already put this tent here, so we may as well. Okay. Ah! Oh, also a morgue. That's delightful. That 2 different places to live. How much time do I have to build the morgue? A day and 7 hours. Okay. We can do this. I feel like housing is slightly more important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to leave enough room to put some other building in here. Six, 7, 8. Okay. This is probably not an ideal configuration. Might be okay, though. Yeah, clearly we saw that entertainment was more important. Stupid rock chuckers. Yeah, they were throwing rocks down that central shaft that we have there. Okay, well, let's see what we can do here. That's 12. There. That'll hit. Does that not get to you? I think that'll get to everybody. Let's see how much we have left. I would prefer not to build the morgue like in the center of town. Okay. Oh, that's all that work that's gonna happen today. You have 20. Ah. Okay, let's see. We now can sign a new law. You don't want the morgue as the dead heart of your settlement? No, I feel like that's a little too much foreshadowing. Gotta string them along a little better than that. Speaking of which, though, Company Funerals has opened up. Let's see what that is. Those who give their lives in service to the Empire deserve the highest honor. We will send their bodies to England in steel coffins and bury them at the company's expense. Whoa. Sending bodies to London will increase motivation more. Preparing bodies for transport will cost steel instead of wood. I don't know. Ah, you enjoy subtlety. That's right. Can I tell you, I need to show you something. Because I was not able to show... Hang on. I gotta show you something. This is not the... I have worn this on a stream before, but it's not... I was not wearing it today. But because I noticed that... I noticed that you can't really see much. I've been wearing shirts with things on them, but it's hard to see what's on them. That's metal bad trade. No, we don't want... No, we want it the beating heart of the settlement. They'll serve us into death and beyond. Look, I know you already hired the necromancer, and it's hard to get the deposit back, but still. Let me, hang on a second here. So I got this t-shirt. This is the t-shirt I got most recently. I'm trying to... This is very difficult to do on camera, especially because it's like the reverse is left and right. But the subtlety, you can see subtlety, right? Subtlety. Is for people who forgot their battering ram. And of course it has the image of folks using a battering ram. There we go. And the necromancer's stuck here with us now. Ain't no going back. Yep. Just waiting for those bodies to fall. But anyway, need to get that and wear it at work. Yes, very subtle. It's there's a podcast called Ken and Robin Talk About Stuff. That's one of their, it's a couple of game designers. And that's one of their pieces of merchandise, that they sell through their, I think it's TeePublic, their online store. I am here for an undead workers utopia. Yes, it would be perfect. Perfect, I tell you. But yeah. So that's basically the idea there. Is that so that's where one can get it from, or at you just have to look up Ken and Robin Talk About Stuff T-shirts or Cartas, which is the acronym KARTAS. But anyway, let's see, back to this. So yes, company funerals, it's a little early to make this decision, and it's not really going to benefit us now if I do that. Sending bodies to London, increasing motivation, I mean, yeah. Preparing bodies for we don't get anything immediately. Let's see. But I could promise to build a chapel, which would cost a bit. It would take... I only have a couple of days to do it. I could promise to build a pub. I'd have to put people in the pub to work at the pub. I could promise hearty meals. I think I'd like to wait and see what our... or gruel, if we need to stretch out the amount of food we have. I think I need to wait and see what our situation's going to be. Bathhouse. 40 wood, 20 steel. That's expensive. But they are less likely to fall ill. Don't know if we're going to have the resources in time. And this is only... slightly cheaper. But might be helpful. 30 wood, 10 steel. 20 wood, 10... This is actually the cheapest to build. The pub is cheapest to build. Motivation rises slightly if I promise to build a pub. Is the pub the next move? The care house could be the next move. We don't have anyone gravely ill yet, though. 25 wood, 5 steel. And, of course, these popular laws. Overcrowding. Which we might need. Extra rations for the ill. Because right now, we have one medical facility that can only handle 5 patients. Extra rations, though, if we spend them, I don't know what our food balance situation is going to be yet, so probably should find that out first. I think we're going to go for the pub. How strange. How very strange. The care house seems like a good long-term investment. Yeah. Like, I think that's going to happen, but we don't have anyone gravely ill yet. Not that we need to do that before, yeah, but the pub is cheap. And that's what I was really thinking. This might actually be achievable within a couple of days. Alcohol solves all the world's problems. That's right. Bread and circuses. There you have a little seaside pub. We can put it anywhere in the city because there's only one. The downside being we have to have people staff the pub, but we'll see how it goes. I think we're going to go for a pub. Strangely. But motivation went up. A public house will be built. You know, when we can afford to. Under our goals here, public house now at the bottom. Open the public house. I've got 4 days to do it. Oh, that'll be fine. Okay, I didn't know if they were only going to give us 2 days like these other things. I got to provide shelter within a day and 9 hours. Provide a morgue within a day and 5 hours. Okay. I mean, I got to build the morgue next. That'll be great. 80 homeless. All right. But we now have the pub. There can be only one public house in the city. And I think when I do build it, I'm going to put it like right here by the docks. I don't know why. I like the idea. A little seaside pub. I watched too many adaptations of Moby Dick growing up, I guess. Build! Build, damn you! A pub! Just like in London. We could call it the Hole. A pub will remind us of home and help us forget our woes. Reuben Littlebury. I'm kind of holding off because I don't know if this one's connected yet. I need to see what happens when it is finished being built. Yeah, I need to build a little more street for it. There we go. Okay. So as we see, discontent is falling. That's good. As the number of homeless falls, and we get everyone places to live. How good of me. Let's see. I gotta build a morgue, though, so that's going to be the next order of business. I guess I could put it behind the workshop. Let me see. The morgue is 10 wood, yeah. Oh, crap. That takes up more space than I thought it would. That's a fair amount of space. Like, I guess I could put it out here. I need to build a street out to it. And I feel like I might need to build other stuff over here. I don't know. That'd be very strange. Just pass the morgue on your way to pick up the coal. Will this leave enough space for whatever we need to use to pick up the coal? I don't know. This is gonna get really weird. Yeah, put the pub right behind the morgue. That'll be cheery. Yeah. It's a good idea. It'll be a death-themed pub. It'll be great. They'll love it. Yeah. Let me just, morgue placement. Yeah. Where I put the, throw the morgue down. Sure. There. Allows for quick disposal of any pub issues that might arise. So let's see, now that we've done that, we're going to see some goals fall off of here. Shelter promise fulfilled. Everyone needs a roof, if only a flapping one over their head. Your people look forward to well-deserved rest. Motivation rises. I mean, when you're dealing with dead bodies all the time, you might need a stiff drink real quick. That's right. So glad for that. Yay! Now they're going to start building the morgue. But we now have houses for everyone, which is good. People are going to eat, or going home, or are in treatment. Ah, no one's sick anymore. That's good. We have these patients, they're not considered sick while they're being treated. Okay. They've got to recover. So Jack, Tom, and Thomas are now finally in recovery. This is good. Now we're building our merry morgue. Happily building our morgue. While all this is going on. So I guess the next thing we can start focusing on is, well, we're going to need to build ultimately once this is ready. It'll take, I don't know how much time, but half the time, so like 3.5, 4 hours to finish up. Morgue built. The morgue has been built. Now we can preserve our dead before we send them to London. Motivation rises again. Yay! We're doing really well with motivation and discontent at the moment. You see, now all we have to do is finish our basic facilities setup and the pub. And we got 3 days for the 3.5 days for the pub, 6.5 days for basic facilities. Okay. Excellent. So the foragers' camp is gonna be next, probably. Well, the foragers' tent. I don't know if they'll be what they're gonna call it. I wonder where I'm gonna put that. I don't know. But that's taken care of. And so we might then soon have room Also, well, we're gonna need to set aside enough lumber for more research and to start researching the next thing, to start researching the sawmill, and to build the forager's quarters, which is 35 lumber. We need profiles manufacture very soon. But, you know, meeting our basic goals, basic facility goals first will be helpful. This game does feel slightly more chill without, so to speak, without, you know, having to worry about people freezing to death right now, at least. I don't know if the frost is coming during this game. But, the morgue. Okay, it doesn't look like I have to assign people, which is good. Good, we don't have to keep our dead in our houses anymore. That's right. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, that's an advantage. Bodies of our dead are preserved here before being sent back to England. Preparation cost 0 wood currently because... God, I have to assign the... Oh my god. I have to assign, I guess, either the staff or the wood to it and actually press a button to prepare the bodies. This is all I ever wanted. Nobody selected for preparation. Oh my god. To have to process this much. This is interesting. Oh god. There's certainly a lot less children deploying for sure. That's true. We have no children at this place. Just workers and engineers. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I wonder if we'll ever make it to getting automatons. Probably not, but you never know. You need more corpses. I mean, why build this thing if it's just gonna sit there empty? It's a sunk cost fallacy now. Gotta get some corpses so that we can justify the expense we did to build this. You know, yeah. This happens. We currently have 0 efficiency because everyone's asleep. But yeah, we'll figure that out. Everyone's comfortable. For the first time in any Frostpunk game I've ever played, everybody is everyone has shelter and is comfortable right off the bat. That's amazing. 50 degrees, my god. I can't believe it. So we're gonna need to build a pub within the next 3 days, but I think the next thing to do might be to get some well, again, you know, it's that we get research and the hunter's hut, but then also I'm gonna want to do another gathering post if we can. It's raining! It's raining! Damn, it's a good thing we built these tents. Less of a chance of getting sick. This is a great start. Screenshot it for a good, comforting memory. Yes. A good, comforting memory. That we actually managed it. Yes. Yes, that's a good idea. I will do that. So that I can remember when it seemed as though we were doing the right thing. It seemed like that. Was it, though? Was it the right thing? I don't know. So we have this... Can't read what it says. It's too dark. They're delightful buildings. We got fires going up. Ah! Whoop! Motivation just went down. Something's happening. That's not good. I will go ahead and open this up while I pour the tea. Reality check. As the camp wakes up under dark rain clouds, the mood among our people turns gloomy. Nobody told us we'll be sent to the end of nowhere, they grumble. There is nothing for us to do here but work. And they are going to stay a while in this remote, cold, miserable place. If you don't keep their motivation up, the efficiency will suffer. Motivation will fall each morning. God. That sounds very, very nice. I'm sure everything's fine. Everything's fine. Let's see what we can do. Consider signing a law raising motivation. I mean, that's what I just did. Not now. I mean, there are a few more laws I could sign. Not right now, though. Damn humans needing enrichment. I know, what the hell? Yeah, I don't think anything happens as a result of that choice. It just opens this menu. And, like, the bathhouse would do it. The chapel would do it. But I don't really have... I can't sign anything yet. I gotta wait 7 more hours. Let me see. Nothing a good morning beating before breakfast can't fix, sir! I mean, I could send you all out. If you're gonna keep complaining, is that motivation and enrichment enough for you? That's right. No scout party. Yeah, speaking of scout parties. That's actually, that's important. Oh wait, public house of pleasure. Our hard-working people deserve all the relief we can provide. And some of them yearn for the pleasure of the flesh. After introducing this law, nothing out for a day and a half, prostitutes can be employed in the public house to increase motivation. Hey, there's another thing. That one's free. Except, no, it'll cost people. None of the downsides, though, apparently, that you get in regular Frostpunk. Bare-knuckle bouts. Nothing relieves tension better than watching a few rounds of an all-out slugfest. Evening bouts will reduce discontent. Sometimes fighters will get hurt. Yeah, that's true. There may be a spread of disease. Perhaps. It's a good point. Especially in this era. And, bare knuckle leads to corpses. You haven't earned the pleasures of the flesh. That's only for those who put in the work. I know, right? Motivation. It's a thought. We'll consider. Wait, motivation. It's over here now. Many events and factors, some beyond your control, can affect the motivation of your employees. Because we have motivation instead of hope. Who needs hope when you have motivation? That's what I say. Aim at keeping motivation above 75% to receive 30% efficiency bonus across all workspaces. Ah, that's what that's for. Okay. Prevent motivation from falling below 25% at all costs to avoid a crippling 30% efficiency fail. That's great. A crippling 30% efficiency fail. Fall. Fail? Fall. Fall. A crippling 30% efficiency fall. I'm sure it's fine. I mean, we're doing pretty well. We have a daily loss that's noticeable, which is not good. But we did fulfill 3 promises. We signed a desirable law. We'll see how things go. It does mean we're going to keep having to make up for it now. Ugh. We need more people. And that's the thing. We're running into that point very soon, if not immediately, where we're not going to have enough people to distribute to everywhere. That we need to do things. So we may need to build this telegraph station. We may need to make the telegraph station more of a priority. Because and speaking of scouts, right? Because the telegraph station, I think, takes the place of the monitoring balloon, or whatever it is that lets us see the map. So this might do the same thing. I don't know. I'm excited to build it, though. So we might do that before more gathering posts, possibly? We'll see. No one told us what the job really is! And here I thought London docks were bad. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. Time for work soon. Rudolph, Dove. Complaining. We haven't even started working on what we really need to yet. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's after midnight here. in real life. I keep forgetting how much fun I have playing this.
People, there's work to be done.
I thought it would be... I was worried it would be depressing, but I'm enjoying it so far. Okay. So... we've got a little time before we need to, Oh, wait. It's possible right now. I could build this right now. Should I build it right now? Maybe. We're out of raw food. But we're not going to be able to build one of these for a little while. Worry not. You've got 6 more hours before it becomes a problem, right? That's right. It's like I could build this telegraph station right now. Pub also we need to build. How much more time do we have for the pub? 3 days. Still 3 days and 10 hours. Okay. So I could do that. Could do that. We have people at the cookhouse, but they're not doing anything because we're gonna run out of food. Gathering post. The gathering post. We could really use a gathering post over here. It'd be maybe a little faster than what's happening there already. Doing 4 per hour. Whereas here it's 4.4 per hour. So actually, yeah, this is going to run out though. So I mean, that'll free these people up. It's likely because the base game has desensitized us all. Yes, there is that. Like, if all we had to worry about in the base game was rain, for God's sake. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to go ahead against everyone's better judgment and build a telegraph station. And well, it's 20 wood, 25 steel. If I build it right now, it will still not be adjacent to a street, but by the time it's been built, I mean, I'm going to have to free up some people to build the thing. I need room. I build it right there, though. Telegraph off. I was going to put the pub there. Ah! That's a good idea. I'll save the game first. Save early, save often. Alright. Build stuff? So, like, out of curiosity, if I put the pub right there, not that that's what I'm immediately doing, but it just tells me where I can build it. There, I think that's the amount of space we're talking about. And we're out of wood. We won't be in a moment. Out of curiosity, though. Yeah, that fits right in there. Good. Okay. Well, let's build the road first. There we go. We should probably build more roads there, too, so that, you know, there's a little more efficiency here. Whoa. Oh, right. Good. Good. Anyway. That might help. Okay, Forager's Quarters researched. Allows us to build Forager's Quarters and form a team of Foragers, I assume is what they were going to say. Good. So, I kind of want to do the sawmill. We need to get on this, but We got to do the sawmill. We've got to. We're gonna need the lumber. Forager's quarters we can build once we are back up to 35 wood. And that's our next priority. There we go. Now. Wait, what? There can only be one forager's quarters. Interesting! Okay, allows us to send foragers who search the wilderness for supplies and set up foragers' camps, delivering raw food to the camp. Base heating level is 2. And so, yeah, we'd have to actually... Interesting, okay. Well, let me see... Like... You'd think you would put it, like, over... on this side. But that is a question about the camps, isn't it? Like, we can put it there. Is that a good idea? I kind of wanted to put a sawmill over here. I could put a forager's camp. I could put... Yes, let's put the forager's camp right next to the morgue. That'll be great. I'm sure no one will mind. I worry about building... You know, we're going to need room to put other stuff over there. Actually, no matter which side I do this on, if I put it out over here, no matter which side, I'm going to be losing space. No one will mind the cannibalism. No, not at all. No matter which side, I'm losing potential space for a sawmill later. But maybe let's not do that. Also losing space for a sawmill. Possibly losing space for whatever the fishing thing is going to be, though. What's the, let me see. I'm not going to find it. Fishing harbor. Don't know. Presumably you put that in the water. I don't want to destroy resources, for goodness sake. I guess I'll put it here. And we will hope for the best. That also will take a minimum amount of wood for us. I need to free up some people to gather, to build. Let's take them off of this steel pile. And they can start building. Let's see. And I mean, we're gonna be... These people are gonna get freed up pretty soon. The folks at the gathering post. Alright, are also on these wood piles. Probably they're gonna... Yeah, these wood piles are gonna be exhausted very soon. So, like, that's going to be a thing. I could probably actually, at that point, dismantle this, I could dismantle this. Once that's done. And rebuild over here. Woodpile depleted. See, there we are. One of them's in treatment. That's Thomas. Woodpile depleted. Ah, we have room for a new law. Getting rather late. For me. Let's see. No, we knew this would happen. Well, let's see. What's going to cost us? This is going to be such a tough decision. I don't know the balance of it yet. I don't know the balance of the food yet. Care house. We don't have anyone to put in there yet. But it's going to be helpful later. Chapel is a little more expensive to build. But that'll help. Bathhouse is even more expensive to build than that. Also requires 3 coal per hour. I didn't even read that part. We don't have any coal yet, so we can't do a bathhouse yet. Ultimately, maybe we can. But I'm thinking of doing either the chapel or the care house. Or, you know, House of Pleasure. There's always that. That increases motivation for free. This will increase motivation a little bit if I ultimately build it and then fulfill the promise to build it. The House of Pleasure law is new. It's an interesting idea. I've never actually signed... No boxing? I mean, it reduces discontent. But we're not terrible on discontent right now, is the only thing. So, there is that. It doesn't increase motivation. This increases motivation. But then again, I have to employ them, so I don't have the employees available yet. So, I also haven't built the pub yet. So, there's that. Care house. I think it's got to be, let's see, the care house or the chapel. 25 and 5. Yeah, sex or piety for motivation. This will really help. This will help motivation more now because that's going to hit everyone living nearby, and that's one of the spaces I left open so I can build a chapel. Now, this space is open for a chapel and a bathhouse, basically, I think. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to do the chapel because that'll pay off more after we build it. Chapel will be built. Okay. This forager's quarters is still getting work done. Building the roads for that. People. Chapel. That'll be 30 wood and 10 steel. We'll be able to do that soon. Ooh, so much. So much to do. Having the pub will actually also free things up. Well, I gotta wait for people. Well, I've got some... 25 people are currently unemployed. I didn't even think about that. We should go ahead. Maybe we should build the pub first. Yes. All hail! Yeah. For the decision? Yes. Chapel, 30 wood, 10 steel. The pub I could build right now for 20 wood and 10 steel. Reduces discontent. But do they need the motivation more? They're gonna need motivation. It is almost 1,400 hours. And wait, well, I've got a little longer. My goals have changed again. Or not changed, but you know, we've got the chapel there. I've got 3 days for that. Got 3 days for each of these, actually. How strange. But then I gotta put people in the pub. That's okay. We'll do it. We'll do it. Pub. Pub goes there. And we've got the people free currently to build because... A place to gather and praise the Almighty. What a godly plan. Good, I'll miss praying together. Woodpile depleted. Okay. Let me see where we are with this. They're currently working on this steel, but if I put it over here, then we can, if I dismantle this, I've got people working on this steel, right? I don't have anyone working on that steel right now. But if I remove this, I might be able to... What's its radius? Yeah, that could be big enough that I could hit this steel pile and this wood pile. That might be a good idea. What's our situation here? 15 wood, 5 steel. Actually, I could almost just build it right now. I want there to be no overlap. The thing being, of course, I mean, this is going to be depleted very soon. From this. 3 an hour, though. Oh, what a question. Yeah. Because then also, if I build another dock... which is 25 wood. I think I can build it over here, and that might actually also... Maybe. I don't know if that'll be... I don't know where that one will be. It's good to think about, though. If I dismantle it, I get 12 wood and 4 steel back. All the things we could build right now. We do need to approach the steel in these places, but we're going to run out of things for steel soon, though. So that is also a thing to think about. Got this ship over here. This shipwreck. How do we access it? How do we access it? Resources can't be reached at the moment. We can find a way to reach them. That would be nice. Here's a lot here we need to think about. Okay. Right now I've got people on the wood pile, and that's the most we can do right now. I'm wondering if there's steel buried somewhere around here, or is the only way we're going to get new steel is by building a harbor? I think that's going to be it. I think we're going to have to build a dock. Ooh. Basic docks. Yep. Okay. We're gonna need to do that very soon. We have some people idle. I'm gonna put some of them back over here. Continue gathering steel. Sure. That could work. For a little bit longer. There's a lot to do here. I think I'm gonna wait until we are at certain point so that I can look at where we are, because that's gonna be important. Yeah. Okay. Build. You can see they're working on the pub first. You can see where their priorities lie. Ah, telegraph station. Look at that. Ah! Here's the balloon going up. Okay, hang on. Okay, so first of all, telegraph station. Additional personnel and resources that are not locally obtainable, such as steam cores, can be ordered through the telegraph station. A line of communication with the company office in London, our source of additional manpower, advanced technology, and news. We can get more people this way. Transporting people and resources from the homeland incurs logistical costs, which limit the maximum size of your order. This logistical limit grows constantly over time. Yay. We can order shipments of people and steam cores. Gotcha. Okay. Good. Good to know. I guess we'll see what this says. The line is open. Good work on setting up the construction camp. Now that we have a line of communication, use it to request resources. We will provide what we can, but be aware that your camp is not the only project we supply. There are 2 other construction sites in your area. Together, these 3 generators will secure shelter for inhabitants of Liverpool should the worst happen. Their fate is in your hands. Do not let them down. No pressure. People in steam cores in exchange for money and corpses? Yes, I'm sure it's fine. Yes, absolutely. That's I think what's implied there. We shall succeed. You can now order resources in the telegraph station. Yay! Excellent. I want to pull out now and look at the map. I can see the map! Oh dear. Looks like there is a bit of frost encroaching. We're looking at the rest of the world now. Might be a slight issue. Reindeer tracks. Send foragers here to learn more about this place. Numerous reindeer tracks lead towards a dark point on the horizon. Oh, okay. This is where they're going to head out to, yeah. From these quarters that we're building. I guess. To, try to hunt reindeer, I guess. Okay, so logistical limit 47. This limit rises over time. It replaces the current logistical means assigned to the generator construction site. To this generator construction site. Oh, great. So we're competing against 2 other sites. That's wonderful. Okay. So, workers, engineers, steam cores. We're gonna need more steam cores. So let's see. If we order 10, cost 4. Cost 4. Oh, 4 logistical units, I guess. And it takes them a day to arrive. Okay. So 20 and 20, right? Is 40, and we have 7 left, so we could do like get up to that point. Or we could have 13 workers and 5 engineers. Or see, we have to do math now. 30 and 8. No, 16. 30 and 16 is 46. Is there some magical number? That's if we want... It would be 19 more people. We'd have to build 2 more tents. We had 3 engineers. That would be 7 and 7 are 14, 34. And 12, which is also 46. I don't know if there's a way to max this out. No, not in multiples of 2 and 4. I don't think that's going to be possible, is it? Well, no. So yeah, 46 is the most we can do. So I guess the question is, do we want more workers or do we want more engineers? How many do we need right now? I mean, we've got engineers right now also doing some jobs that they don't have to be. I think we're going to need the workers more. And we're going to need engineers. If we do this, then that's going to be also 46, but it's just 23 people. We're going to need the engineers eventually for if we want to build, like, say, if we want to build another medical post, or... I mean, for other things we're ultimately going to build if we continue on the technology tree at all. Yeah, need the workers with the pub and possibly the House of Pleasure. Yes. True. And also, we're going to need, you know... We're going to need foragers. We are really going to need the workers, I think, more than we need the engineers right now. Let me see. $38 plus 8 is 46. And that will leave someone homeless. If I... Of course, I'm thinking about just how can I get away with only building 2 tents? That's probably not a great idea. That is the question. It's like we're gonna need the engineers ultimately, especially if we eventually want automatons. But so I'm like, I keep thinking, should I front load engineers? Should I? And especially if we want to build another workshop to make research go faster. We just haven't gotten to the point we have time to think about that yet. That's the only thing. Like, I mean, we can build houses. We can build houses for them. The additional workers would really help. So, yes. Yeah, 2 tents is fine. They can huddle up. Yeah, more engineers means less tents. Yeah. It's a question. I'm just thinking about the engineers as far as, a future investment goes. But basically, this whole thing happens in fives. The more people we have, the easier it is for us. And 34. Yeah, this might be the best balance. This might be the best balance for us. I don't know why. I've saved the game. It's okay. Famous last words. So they're on their way. They've got about a day to reach here. No additional... Oh, look at that. There's the transport. Delivering 17 workers, 3 engineers from Liverpool to our city. And it'll hit here in a day. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, pub's ready. 1 person is being treated, 0 in palliative care. Thomas Hackman, finally. 2 hours. So now, we can populate the pub, yes! We shall populate the pub. We've got workers available. Public house built, that goal's just been achieved. Motivation rises, public house has been established. Good, good. The public house, it is predictably called. No citizens right now. But we'll have 5 people working there right now. We got an hour left in the workday. Now this pile of wood, we need to do something about that. Foragers, okay. Foragers' quarters are ready. We're gonna need 20, we're gonna need how many workers? 15? 15. Foragers. Foragers can explore the land and bring any supplies they find to the construction site, just like scouts. They can also set up foragers' camps, which supply raw food for a few days until food resources in the area are exhausted. Great! I'm gonna assume that the docks also function in that way. Now, I think this might be the last of our 7-day goals. We'll see. Maybe. Oh no, we haven't established a camp. It's a forager's camp we're going to be setting up. Possibly a fishing house. I'd like a fishing house. For variety. Still have to build a chapel, of course, but that's coming up. Okay. Notice to the pub workers. Anyone who drinks from the inventory without paying will be sent to the fighting pit. Have a nice day. That's right. We need to build one of those. Maybe soon. We're going to need available workers to do this. We can make them available. We've got 49 steel. In about 3 minutes, I'll take them off duty and we'll see what happens. There we go.
Take a breather.
Yeah. First time we've heard that. I think it's because we have the pub now. So, permanent modifiers, daily loss. Temporary modifiers, promise fulfilled, desirable law. Permanent modifiers on discontent, public house. Still working off that one unpopular decision. Okay, it has hours. 1900 hours to 2330. Interesting. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do is I want to get some people in here and make this work. Since that's also a priority. Sawmill's going to be a priority soon, but we'll only need 10 wood for that. We're going to need people to work in the sawmill. I'm going to go ahead and free up folks from the steel pile, since they're off duty now anyway. Hey, look at that. We have people for foragers. They won't be tired. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. But we need foragers. Okay. The construction site of Generator 113. The construction site. Hopefully the future safe home for us and our children. Let us send them after the reindeer tracks. Numerous reindeer tracks lead towards a dark point on the horizon. It'll take them 12 hours to arrive. Off you go! They get done gathering steel and it's like, hey, guess what? Now you get to forage. Oh, boy. Aren't you lucky? I still got workers down here. So there'll still be some steel coming in, but we're going to run out fairly soon. So some decisions have to be made about building. This may be the last, I may need to do something else momentarily. Or I may need to stop very soon. We're doing really well with our goals here. Still have 3 days to build a chapel. Let me see what our resources are currently. Basic docks. I cannot build another one right now. I need 25 wood. I can't build one of those until tomorrow. Can't build anything right now. Chapel. 30 wood, 10 steel. Of course, I could disassemble this gathering post. What do I need to build a gathering post? Hang on. Chapel, 30 wood, 10 steel. Gathering post, 15 wood, 5 steel. Okay, and the dock is just 25 wood. Yeah. So if I disassemble this, I'll get 12 wood and 4 steel. So 17, 18, 19. I'll have enough. I could tear it down and rebuild it over here so that I can get at this wood pile. That's not a bad idea. Let's do that. People are off duty. They have free time. Let's do some deconstruction and reconstruction, shall we? You don't get it immediately, of course. Disassemble. Work. Work. Reclaim the resources. So we can do that now. Good, good. Yeah, again, it's going to take another 6 wood, but we can have that in the morning. We wouldn't be able to do it now anyway. Same here. Yes. We're going to rebuild this gathering post. Over here? No. Crap. I can't, unfortunately, build it within... Ooh! Yeah. And then we learn the sad truth about these, and that's that we can't... Well, that's unfortunate. But, interestingly enough, I don't think I could have put it anywhere that would have worked anyway. Yeah, even if these buildings weren't here, I couldn't get both at the same time. That's okay. It'll be fine. We still need to get this steel. There's 14 steel left. We can temporarily assign people to get it, but yeah, if we put it here... I mean, we've also got people gathering 21 steel here. Once they're done there, I could move them back over there. Thing is, we've got to do this. I'm just going to put them here. That'll be fine. And then we'll have them working on this wood pile, and then that way... wood comes in faster. We're going to end up building another one when we get a dock, another dock here for steel. I'm wondering if we build a dock here, if then we'll have access to this shipwreck. That would be nice. But I don't know if that's what's required. I reckon we'll see. Probably don't have much longer. We'll probably be able to get the sawmill in the morning. So that's something. I mean, I just freed up 15 people, but they're going to be right over here momentarily. I need to stop. It's 1 a.m. here. Okay, 10 people reassigned there to this gathering post. Good. They shall work there and gather. And I've got 5 people currently available, so I guess I'll put them over there for now. But yeah, we've got to get more steel coming in, so I guess we're going to build another dock soon. Do I want to go on until I do that? Is that my next priority? I kind of want to get the chapel built. But I need to sleep. Apparently. You ever find out that you need to sleep? It's unfortunate. I also need to take my ibuprofen. I am taking a fair amount of ibuprofen right now. For various things. These various things are called muscles. Supposed to be taking it thrice daily. Anyway, that's done. Take your meds and get some rest. Please explain to me what this sleep is. I don't think I've heard of it. Yes, well, I too need to sleep. It's a very strange concept where you just spend a certain amount of time, just a third of your life, unconscious. I don't understand it. How can people do that? How can they willingly do that? I'm gonna sleep soon. I just need to finish. I just need to finish one or two little things here. Well, thanks for all the stream. For the stream, we'll see you all later. Yes, thank you so much for coming, Crit Twitch. I very much appreciate it. Sleep is evasive but necessary. This is what they tell me. But so I'm gonna go to bed shortly. We have patrons in the pub. Hopefully, it's improving their mood. But yeah, I'm gonna quit in a moment. Thank you all for lovely evening. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. This has been wonderful. Having folks over. Just one more building. I know, right? I just want to build the dock and the chapel, and then everything will be fine, right? I can stop then, right? I can quit whenever I want. I'm sure it's fine. That's all that has to happen, right? That's really all I want to do, is I want to see if I can get it. So it's like, if we can get into day 4. And get this set up. Wait until he needs to watch the people do their thing. Everything will be fine. Everything is fine. No, I will adjourn from this very shortly, but I just have to get a little further. Don't you understand? I'm sure this will be great. We've also got a boat arriving in a couple of hours. I should probably build more. Oh God, I've got to build them housing. There are people coming. I need to build them homes. How dare I? How dare I do this to myself? What is our daily tree situation right now? 110 per day. Because I've got it on sort of, got them on double duty. I've got people both on the woodpile and now at a gathering post for the woodpile. It's important. We must accomplish things. Many things. I'm sure everything will be fine. And it's about 5 a.m. game time. I'm just going to save day 5. I think it's day 5. Day 4, Jim. We're going to delete that one. We're going to save day 4. There we go. I know what day it is. Or someone does. Ooh. Okay. Foragers have reached the reindeer tracks. Let's see what's happening over there. A partially eaten reindeer carcass lies in a circle of trampled, blood-stained earth. The tracks lead further. Move on. Search the area. Okay. Oh. Hey, sorry, Caps. Oh, hey, how's it going? You actually caught me as I'm going to be stopping very shortly because apparently I have to sleep. That's what they've told me. But I've got to build a couple more buildings before I do that. It's vitally important to the future of humanity. We're building an engine! Or we're going to eventually. Greetings, sir. It's good to see you. How's it been going? Good to see you. We've sent people out to get to, the infamous one more turn. I know, right? Oh, okay. We have two different directions we can send them in. Nesting place. Dozens of birds circle over a solitary rock outcrop far ahead that takes 12 hours to get there. Hunting grounds. Reindeer tracks lead towards a wide stream glinting in the sun. This seems more promising. So, while the nesting place seems interesting, this is kind of more the direction they were headed, but it will take an additional hour. How dare they? Let's continue to follow the plot and send them toward the hunting grounds. And see if we can do, because we need food. And this may be longer before we get food. We get food, we get food faster. We don't starve. Starving is bad for us. Apparently. That's what they tell us. But this is the last autumn. Ah, motivation fell again. As it does daily. These punks don't know what it's like to rough it. This is the prequel to the main game. And so, there's greenery. I mean, here there's greenery. Down here, not so much. But you know, that's a future us problem. So before the end of the world, yes. This is as the retropocalypse is beginning. Or getting ready to. And we're testing out this idea of building an engine in this place for the people of Liverpool to eventually flee to. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But there are just a couple more things I want to build. Just a couple more. And then everything will be fine. Yes. Yes, that'll take care of it. I'm sure. Also, we've got people showing up in a few hours. A thing happened. Ah, yes. More laws. We can summon more laws now. Administration. Find ways to keep our people healthy, fed, and motivated. Haven't played yet. I have it in my library. Always wondered how it played. Addictively, it would seem. For me, anyway. It just might be my issue. We'll see what happens. But, yes, it's very good. The evening service is the new thing we opened up. If people could get together in the chapel to listen, you'd have to build one first, to listen to words of scripture, it would raise their spirits. After introducing this law in a day and a half, evening service, it's a thing I can do. That costs 20 food rations. Screw that. Short sermon will be delivered in places of worship. Motivation rises slightly. I mean, we're going to need it ultimately, but we can't. We got to wait until we have a better food balance coming in, I think. But each use increases motivation. Okay, good to know. Where else could we go with this? We can't have ceremonial funerals now. Probably because we don't have a cemetery. We're instead repatriating the bodies. We need to have steel coming in before we can do company funerals. Because that's just ostentatious. The care house. It's probably actually a good next move. Because we don't need it yet, but we might, eventually. And that, again, is only going to cost 25 wood and 5 steel when we build the thing, and this will raise motivation slightly right now. We don't have anyone gravely ill yet. Maybe eventually. House of Pleasures? You'd really like to see that, wouldn't you? I mean, it's over here. So let's see. We have bare knuckle bouts as a possibility, evening bouts, and a house of pleasure, which will increase motivation. That's true. It will increase motivation if we assign prostitutes to work there. We have how many how many workers coming over on this boat? We have 17 workers. We didn't define the type of worker. It costs only workers. It's cheap. Well, if I have this feeling like you're stepping into the role of the devil on the shoulder. Just a bit. You know what we need? Sermons at the House of Pleasures. We can get motivations from both at once. That seems reasonable to me. But you make a very shrewd argument here. This would cost only workers, which we're about to receive some of. Whereas the care house, 25 wood, 5 steel. Slight motivation boost currently. We don't really need it yet, do we? I'm not Satan, but I'm a helper. Yeah, understandable. I mean, the boxing might cause some problems. It'll reduce discontent, but yeah, some fighters might get hurt. Actually, yeah, you're selling me on the House of Pleasure here. Also, we haven't worked out the food situation, so we can't do these yet. Can't do the bathhouse yet because it's ridiculously expensive. And it requires coal to operate. We haven't started picking up coal yet. I think we're doing the House of Pleasure, folks. My inner pope has won. All right, we'll do that. We're gonna do House of Pleasure now. Prostitutes can be employed at the public house. The devil wears a suit and tie. I hate suits. That's fair enough. Yeah, I only like suits as costuming. I see I see there's room for 5 more employees at the public house. Working hours don't start there until 1900 hours, so we have a little time. Should we assign engineers? No, there. It means the 5 people there are doing double duty right now. That's interesting. Yeah, only 5 workers? A steal! That's right. We have so many workers showing up soon. We're gonna need to build houses for them, but that's another matter entirely. And who's going to work them? Volunteers? Yeah, I didn't think so. There goes the hope that we have left this rot behind in London. Well, yes, but morale. The sawmill has been researched. Build a sawmill near frozen trees to start cutting them down for wood. Fair point. Today, pleasures. Tomorrow, sermons. We need our proper Victorian self-loathing. I mean, we're gonna build the chapel very soon. But we need the resources. Saw research. Don't read too much into that title. Let's see. We can now build sawmills. They're 10 wood apiece. And they gather more wood for us, so that's a good investment, I think. But first we must look here, and we have only 11 wood right now. I don't know if we can actually... The last thing we can start researching for 10 wood is the profiles manufacture, and which will actually get us moving toward the thing we were supposed to be doing here in the first place. A plant where universal structural profiles can be produced. You got it. The day after that, the fighting pits take out that self-loathing on others. That's the spirit! Absolutely. I mean, it'll cost 11 wood, but that's only a temporary setback. And we can get started on researching this right away, so we'll have it ready when we need to... Yeah, let's do that. And that's everything before we get tier 1. Okay. So, we need to gather enough wood to make a sawmill, and then we will be gathering more wood. And then we can build. You ever notice how the goalposts keep moving? I think this is a problem. I may need to stop in a moment. I'm just doing this to myself, aren't I? Wait, I have 10 wood. I can build a sawmill now. The first step is admitting you have a problem. Look at that. Sleep! No, wait. Just a moment. I gotta build a sawmill. That'll help me sleep. So if I build it here, I can be there before I start reducing what's available. Yeah, I can't build it there without destroying something. I can build it there. I need to see what gives us more trees to attack. Ooh, no, that's destroying things. That's not destroying things. So this gives us an amount of trees without destroying any. Okay. One geologic moment later. No, it'll be brief, really. If you think in terms of ice ages, this isn't taking long at all. Let's see. I'm just eyeballing it here to try to figure out what we're getting. Okay, so right here is looking like maybe more than we would be getting otherwise. That's a fair amount here. Yeah, it's close, but it's a little more over here. Let's see. If I were to put it over here, that would destroy building, that would destroy resources. Let's see. A little more scant. Granted, you know, you get the ones in front, you can get more in the back there. This is a fair amount. That's more, but you can't really. Yeah. Ooh. That's a good amount. Yeah, this actually might be slightly set back from here. This would be, I think this might be best. This is good. I think over here is slightly better. Especially if it's offset just a hair. Right there. Let's do it. Granted, I'll need to build a street to it, but I can do that in a moment. And we're out of wood. It's alright, we're gonna fix that problem in a moment. And Ice Ages is the appropriate time unit for Frostpunk. That's right. The subdivisions and steam cores. Alright. So we'll have that, and then we'll build a street out to it as soon as we can. As soon as we can figure that out. Like, that's going to take 7. That's going to take 6. Yeah, we'll do that. There we go. Good. Okay. All right. I need to build more streets eventually so people can actually get to work a little faster. But, good. It's almost 10 a.m. Oh, no! I need to stop. I really need to stop. What am I doing? Issues again. What do you want? It's about the prostitution, isn't it? Skeptic. You overhear two workers arguing over the reality of the global cooling. You really believe this end of the world rubbish? Me, I'm just here for the money. When we're done with this mad scheme, I can move my family out of St. Giles. Well, then you're a fool. Because you'll die when the first... You're a fool because you'll die when the first frost comes. He turns to you. Ain't it the truth, sir? Mind your work, lads. Discontent will fall slightly. Mind your work, lads? So the science says motivation will rise slightly. Only fools doubt it. Discontent will rise, motivation will rise. Ah. Yes. Save name needs to stop. Yes, I probably should do that. Not sleeping is what you're doing. Yes, I know. I'm working on it. I'm almost there. I'm almost at the point of sleeping. I mean, we have seen the bigger map. Yeah, it's true. We're getting closer. So I can make discontent fall, which won't help. I can make motivation rise, so that by saying so the science says. We can get a little discontent. Rise slightly or rise. I see. I mean, we have the advantage of knowing what the future is. Blind them with science? We could. Our motivation isn't terrible, though. Like, we could afford the discontent, but, no, they're both gonna rise significantly. We'll say so the science says. I think that'll work out. Okay. A little more motivated. In Victorian retropocalypses, apparently they believe in science. That's heartening, strangely. Strangely heartening. But that because that actually motivated them. That's good. We have a permanent modifier of the House of Pleasure to increase our motivation. Also, that is good. Let's see. What we need to do. Okay, note to future self. They've got to finish building this sawmill. I need to take people off some detail or other to do that. Sure. We can have them off of here to start working on that. I always pull from the steel first for some reason, but because we're gonna need people to cut down trees. But the basic dock, 25 wood so we can get more steel. The chapel, 30 wood and 10 steel. Those are our priorities. Chapel, I've still got 3 days and 2 hours. Basic facilities, we've got 5 days and 4 hours to do. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to go ahead and probably bookmark it here so that Yeah, I don't want to sit and wait for them to build this right now. Yes. All right. All right. Okay. All right. I must sleep, damn it. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. We are going to pause here so that so that this does not become a 4-hour stream. All right. Thank you all very much for witnessing my the slow spiral that is my return to Frostpunk. You're really trying to convince yourself of this course of action. It's very difficult. It's so hard to pull away from this game. Don't you understand? It's very difficult. I'm going to quit to the main menu. Oh my gods. Oh my gods and monsters. Okay. All right. So, we're going to, what are we doing? Thank you all so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. I will be back. Notes to future self. Build the chapel. Build the docks. Probably build the docks first. We'll see. We'll see what happens first. Build those two things. Get people into the sawmill to gather lumber. These are important things to do. Build tents for the people coming in so that they will have places to sleep. And then we'll see what happens. This is great. I'm really enjoying this. I'm glad I chose to do this tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. Today is Sunday? No, it's not Sunday anymore. Not where I am. It's Monday now. I shall have to get up and do things. But this coming week, as far as streaming goes, if Lucci is available, we're going to do, once again, Planetfall, text adventure from 1983. As we just started that, we're going to hopefully keep playing that. And let's see, anything else happening? Not immediately streaming-wise, but there are meetings about to happen that will at least be about me possibly appearing on other folks' streams. And I'm working on a plan to do more stuff here. We'll see how things go. I've got to allocate resources and allocate my bandwidth. I need to also start looking for other work and stuff. That's going to be important. I need to figure that out. So that's going to be also a priority. Once I've got a system down for that, that'll maybe help me position my brain space so that I can then maybe start doing more other things that are like streaming or gaming related. But thank you so much for coming and hanging out, by the way. Wandering DM, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's good to see you. And everyone, thank you all for coming and hanging out. Oh, crap! Thank you. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Yay! Awesome. Thank you so much. What the hell am I doing? Oh, yes, right. It's 1:30 in the morning. So let's see. So yeah, that's basically just that. Just on alternate Thursdays right now, we're playing Planetfall. In the meantime, I'm also playing other things. This included now again, but also I've been playing Heroine's Quest, a point-and-click adventure game in the retro style, and Age of Empires. So you know, bouncing back and forth between those at the moment. The Age of Empires perhaps a little less than everything else, so I can do what I need to, and you know, other stuff perhaps, just depending on what's needed at the time. Sometimes I need cozier stuff, sometimes I don't. We'll see. Folks, thank you so much for hanging out. We might go say hi to someone when I hit the end card. I gotta see who's doing stuff. There are people doing stuff. I can see them. They're there. There are little dots next to their names. So I will check that out. So feel free to hang on if you're so inclined and say hi to them with us when we hit the end card. In the meantime, folks, just as always, please remember that even though things are somewhat dystopian right now, that you are unique, and that is wonderful, because variety is very important. It's how the species continues, and you matter. So please remember to take care of yourselves. Remember, you can absolutely give yourselves grace when you need to. Take care, and I will see you all of a sudden.